Here at Testify, over the years, we have acquired our fair share of wall hangings of art. We've got posters that talk about the benefits of strength. Not surprisingly, we've got posters that talk about the various lifts, the squat, the bench, the press, the deadlift, the power clean. We have, not surprisingly, the Testify Strength and Conditioning banner, of course. Way up high on the wall, we've got tons and tons of shirts from all the meets that we've hosted over the years. But some of my favorite things that we have up on the wall are the starting strength quotes, courtesy of none other than Mark Rippetoe, because Rip is highly quotable. So we've got quotes such as, "Easy doesn't work," which is very, very true. We've got the quote that says, "Strong people are harder to kill than weak people and more useful in general." We've got the quote up on the wall that says, "Comfort is highly overrated and almost always incompatible with progress." These are all true, and yet this isn't my favorite one of Rip's quotes, although they're all very good. But to tell you more about my favorite quote, I got to give you a little background on Milo and Parker first. If you've watched enough of our videos, or if you've been here to testify, to train, or come to a meet or something like that, you're probably well aware of the fact that we have two dogs, Milo and Parker. If you haven't been to Testify or haven't watched any of our videos, we still have two dogs, Milo and Parker. Now, Milo and Parker are not small dogs. Parker's about 95 pounds, Milo's about 105 pounds, and they are relatively energetic. Our yard is not huge. We have a backyard, but it's certainly not really big enough for two roughly 100-pound dogs. And so we need to get them out every now and then. So there's actually a couple fields that we take them to get them running. And there is a lake that we take them to on a semi-regular basis. We'll throw a stick. Parker will go and get the stick for days. Parker retrieves, Milo hunts. So if Milo happens to get the stick that we threw out there in the water, we're not going to see it again. But the point is this. Our dogs are not normal. Our dogs are never normal. But our dogs are certainly not normal unless they are getting regular physical exercise. And you know this. You know a tired dog is a happy dog. If you've got dogs, if you've got small children, you know they need regular physical exercise. I've got members nodding in the background as I'm filming this right now. And we humans are no different. One of my favorite quotes, probably my favorite quote overall, is the quote that states, "Humans are not physically normal in the absence of hard physical effort." You already know that this concept is true. We do not live in a society that requires us, in general, there are some jobs of course, but in general we do not live in a society that requires us to do a lot of hard physical effort. The wonders of technology.
No way. That's great.
And technology in many ways is very wonderful, but the wonders of technology have removed a lot of those requirements. And we are not physically normal in the absence of hard physical effort. And so you've got to find a way, we've got to find a way to get that into our lives on a regular basis. Just like we've got to take Milo and Parker out because we don't have a big enough yard, we've got to get them regular exercise because, man, they are better dogs without it. I would say not only are we and our dogs not physically normal without hard physical effort, we are not mentally normal without hard physical effort. You finished a hard workout, you know what I'm talking about. You just feel better afterward, and when you're training on a regular basis, you feel better. Our dogs, when they've been exercised, they're no longer pacing around the house. Parker isn't digging up random holes in the backyard anymore. All right, so what's the major takeaway? Because if you're watching this video, if you follow our channel, you're probably already agreeing with what I'm saying anyway. So what's the major takeaway? If you're struggling to get a training regimen going, even just to exercise, not even talking about training, even just to exercise on a regular basis, or you're struggling to get back into it, make the barrier of entry as low as you need it to be to get back into it. So I would recommend start with strength training. I always recommend start with that because strength is the foundation for everything else physically, then layer in conditioning. And for you, starting your strength training, if you're having a tough time getting in there, just tell yourself, I just have to get to the gym and get in my 2 empty bar sets of squats. Just tell yourself that's all I have to do. You'll probably do more anyway, but if you haven't been going, it's a win just to get in the door, do some empty bar squatting, and get out. Now, like I said, I doubt that's where you'll stop. You'll probably get in a little bit of squatting, you'll get in a little bit of pressing, you'll get in a little bit of light deadlifting, but just tell yourself to get there and get it started. If you're trying to start a regular conditioning regimen, then just tell yourself, I just need to get on the bike for 2 minutes. All I need is 2 minutes on the bike. You'll probably go longer, but even if you don't, you can start with 2 minutes. You can go to 3 minutes the next time. You can go to 4 minutes the time after that. Start small, build from there. You are not physically normal in the absence of hard physical effort. I am not physically normal in the absence of hard physical effort. So start small, build from there. We hope this helps you get stronger and live better.